Well, good morning, Facebook and all the world. Do I have sound today? It looks like I might even have a little too much today. Isn't that the way it goes? This is Heard Over Coffee, where the coffee mates gather to talk a little bit about what's good in the world, we're all trying to cope out in this crazy coronavirus world. We have lots of good news and talk a little bit about that. And today we're going to talk about gratitude because gratitude will fortify your attitude. Today, that's what we're going to talk about. I got to tell you, I just got off the Facebook, however you want to call it, messaging with my friend Denise, and she allowed me I'm going to show her forearm, and I think you'll be surprised at that. We're going to talk about the health benefits of gratitude. We're going to talk about how it will improve your career. We're going to talk about how it, in general, will improve your attitude to look at that glass half full instead of half empty. But first, I want to talk about some of the good morning, all. How are you? I hope you're all well and happy out here. I've been really enjoying the Facebook Lives. If you haven't had a chance to search out John Karansky, the gentleman who was on The Office, if you haven't had a chance to seek out his Some Good News, you should do that. But I watched a concert last night by Boise Phenom, Boise Wonderful, the fretless guitar wonder Ned Evett. I spent about a half an hour just listening to his amazing guitar. Uh, Ned and I did not have the greatest of starts. I was a bartender at the Blues Bouquet downtown, and in his early years, Ned really believed that if it was louder, it was better. Ned would play so loud that he could clear a bar out. But man, as he learned his craft, he sounded so wonderful last night. So if you get a chance to grab one of those concerts, the Riverside is doing one, I believe, every other night. It was very, very fascinating. I also had a quick interlude with my a friend, a person who played at the Boise Blues Festival, who I got to meet, Michelle Evil Gal Wilson. She does a radio show every morning, a blues show. If you're a blues fan like I am, you might want to check that out. There's just a ton of really good virtual music shows. I watched Schitt's Creek last night. That was hilarious. I'm kind of settling into this hunkering down in my bunker. I'm beginning to get the flow here. I've spent a couple days where I've stayed inside completely. I don't think that would ever happen. I get to go get groceries today. I'm really, really excited to go get groceries. My wife ordered them online, and not only that, she couldn't get them anyplace in Boise, so I get to drive all the way to Meridian and pick up some groceries. That will be my big event of the day. So naturally, we do have to eat. Hello, Daniel. I used your cutting board last night. It's wonderful. So, as I said, I am David R. Day. I am a fine art and commercial photographer. I've actually been getting a little bit of work here and there. Going to ship it. So, let's get right into it. Today's topic is gratitude. And gratitude will fortitude your attitude. Gratitude has a ton of benefits, but first we need to talk a little bit about what gratitude actually is. Um, so, and I want to thank you all for doing this. It's so fantastic. I'm just really digging it. So, what is gratitude? Gratitude is the quality of being thankful, a readiness to show appreciation and to return kindness. That's really important. It's not just enough to be grateful. You have to return it. You have to talk about it. Gratitude is expressing appreciation for what one has. Now, if you're watching this, you're pretty lucky already. You've got a roof over your head. You've got high speed or at least some internet. You've got at least a phone. You've got the ability to watch the show. You're already way luckier than 98% of the people in the world. Yeah, you have to stay inside. That's kind of sad. Yeah, it's difficult. A lot of us, I'm not making much money right now. Those things are hard, and it's easy to think about all the negative. But if you'll think about everything you have, your life will be so much better. We're going to talk about it here. There's health benefits, there's social benefits, there's career benefits. Being grateful and expressing that gratitude is absolutely essential to leading a positive, healthy, and happy life. So that's why we're talking about gratitude today. Well, my sister Donna Jacobs is on here. Thank you. Hello, sis. How are you? Good morning, Cindy and Andy and Ziggy and Danielle. We're just rolling right along, aren't we? So, from psychology today, I did a little research. Psychologists find that over time, gratefulness boosts happiness and fosters both physical and psychological health. So, as I said, gratitude adds fortitude to your attitude. If you truly believe in something, if you watch your words and you talk about Denise and I are members of a group of a badass devotees of the woman Jen Sincero. Anyway, You Are a Badass books. It's interesting. A group of us started, and here we are 3 years later. We are still sticking around and communicating. We had a live Zoom last week. Joe is grateful for people who are wearing masks and gloves and to reduce the spread of COVID-19. I'm with her on that. Of course, I'm by myself, so I do actually have a mask now, and when I go to the store, I'm going to wear it. So Joe would be proud of me. I wouldn't get one of those "you're so cutes" that she's famous for. So if you truly believe something is going to happen and it's good, and you express that gratitude, you will do amazing things. Let me talk. So I just mentioned my friend Denise. She is truly a badass woman. This right here is her forearm. How impressive is that? She is so concentrating and so understanding of how powerful being grateful is that she has tattooed it onto her forearm. She's truly a wonderful woman. I enjoy her friendship a lot. We've never met. It's entirely a virtual conversation, but I actually worked for her for about 15 minutes. She has a wonderful job. She takes photos from car dealers and pretties them up, puts them on a background, and helps them sell their cars. So how cool is that? For a photographer, photographer and graphic designer, that's about as good as you can get. She got that job by being grateful and working the positive angles. So if you truly believe something good will happen, it will happen. So how do you get this gratitude thing? How do you find it? Where is it? It's everywhere. Good things are happening all the time, and you're able to do good things. And gratitude is really, really mostly thanking people, understanding what's good and letting them know. So look for the bright side, that silver lining. Watch your language. Find the positive. My friends Renat and Melissa Nadzu are both wonderful at this. They're great at flipping the script. Again, it's as simple as seeing the glass half full instead of half empty. In almost all things, there is some minor, yes, we haven't met yet. Good point, Denise. There is almost always something positive in virtually everything, even in this. So, flip that script, rework the narrative. So this is a great example. I'm not stuck inside. I get the chance to spend more time with my kids. I don't get to spend more time, but I get to spend more time with my dogs and my cats. I'm really enjoying that. I did a little gardening yesterday. I don't garden. I am going to get to that garage eventually. I'm kind of hoping this thing lasts long enough that I actually get to the garage, which is the original reason I started this. Yeah. So it's just fun. Zig says here, let's roll this up here. Let's get some comments in here. Zig says it's great to be alive. He has friends in his family and especially his mom. How cool is that? Thank you, Ziggy, for taking care of your parents. Hey, look at that. My friend Miguel Junco is in the house. Michael at one time was one of my running buddies, my drinking buddies for a long time. People knew me as Red Label and him as Black Label. Great to have Michael in the room. Man, I'll tell you what. I got to tell you, I'm so grateful for this show. I'm getting a chance to connect with people that I haven't talked to in a long time. So I'm not just stuck inside. I had to figure out a way to do some of this, and a lot of you are coping in amazing ways. Carol is making noodles. Cindy is doing a garden and feeding her kids. Ziggy's taking care of his friends, or taking care of his parents. Pollyanna theory, that's right. Find always something good. Find it. I agree with that, Miss Joe Freiberger. Yeah, I get to hang out with Joe Freiberger, which I do not get to do anymore. I really, really miss this woman. Those of you who know her, she is the speaker of truth and wisdom. So, what do you do? How do you find this gratitude? Count your blessings. Think about what you have, not what you don't have. Like I said earlier, if you're watching this, you already have a lot. I'm sitting here with, I don't even want to, don't tell my wife how many thousands of dollars worth of equipment I have here to, spend 15 minutes with you all in the morning. I had almost all of it. I did have all of this except for one cord before. So find that stuff. Look for what you can see that's good as opposed to that stuff which is negative. Don't focus on the negative. It will really cause you damage. You need to be grateful, and you need to express that gratitude. Just tell somebody hi. I've gotten into the habit on those rare occasions when I go out to, especially to the workers, the people like my friend Tim March who are working in the Walmarts, and I just thank them for being there. They don't get PPIs. They don't get protective equipment. Some of them have some plexiglass between you and me, but they're handling our food. They're putting it in a bag. They are truly in the front lines. I often talk about the nurses and the doctors, but now the people who are making our food, who are getting us a chance to fill out, who are picking up our food. If you can, order it in and pick it up at the curb, which is what I'm going to do. So count your blessings. Be happy with what you have. Reduce the stress of buy. Trying to keep up with the Joneses is not a great way to be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Reduce, reuse, that sort of thing. Here's a big thing you can do if you want to be more grateful. Write it down. Several of the self-help books in the world will tell you to do a gratitude journal, something I'm not good at. But I often, at the end of the night, I try to think of 2 or 3 things that I'm really, truly grateful for. Right now, it would be my family, certainly my friends, and the ability to do this every day. This has truly been enlightening and so much fun for me. The ability to think about how good things are happening to me is just so cool. So thank you. So what are some of the benefits? We figured out what gratitude is. We figured out how to find it. Again, it's really a matter of thinking how good life is and expressing it. You can't. It's not just good enough to feel it. You have to tell other people. You have to at least tell yourself. So, what are the benefits? If you are grateful, I will guarantee, if you tell people how much you like something or something they've done for you, they will like you better. It's remarkable how being nice to people and telling them how wonderful they are and what they've done for you will help you out. So if people like you, guess what happens? Your career gets better. You have more friends. They're deeper friends. They have better memories of you. They are more likely to consider you one of their close and deep friends. And people, I've often sold things. There's a saying in the sales business, people buy things from people they like. How do they like you? They like you because you're a positive, wonderful person, and you thank them. You're grateful for their presence. Hello, Karen. Hello, Carol. How are you, my friends? And Melissa's in the house. So, positive gratitude. The positives of gratitude make you more optimistic. If you're thinking about what's good, you're not thinking about what's bad, and that makes you more positive, more optimistic. You are what you think you are. It's really, really true. If you think you're a good person and you're doing good things, guess what? Pretty soon, you'll do it. The old adage of fake it till you make it works here. If you're kind of a grump and you aren't grateful, work on that, and I'll guarantee it. Being grateful will improve your self-esteem, because if you are telling people what you like about them, Yeah, they're going to tell you what they like about you. And even if they don't, you are going to feel much more positive. Here's a big thing: grateful people, they sleep better. They bounce back from illness much quicker because instead of dwelling on how bad things are, they think about how grateful they are that maybe, you know, maybe they're still here, or maybe they broke an arm but they didn't break two arms. You can look at it that way. They bounce back way quicker. Hello, Bill. I'm going to talk a little bit about you here in a minute. um, Most important, grateful people enjoy life more. So what are you thankful for? What is it that you really like about your let's see if I can get this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm having trouble here, guys. Hang on. Well, I'm not going to get to do that. I was going to try to put the gratitude sign back up. Maybe I can drop it in here. Nope. Okay. So being grateful, that's amazingly a quick and easy way for you to find your betterness, your just be positive. And more importantly than just being positive, you need to share that positivity. You need to share your gratitude. And if you do that, your life will be much better. So in the do something good area, I was going to copy and paste it. I meant to ask Bill, and I don't think he'll mind me sharing it. But he posted a quick message on Facebook today about how we need to be not quite so judgmental about what is essential. And it really struck home with me. I've talked often about I deal with depression. If you're stuck inside and you just feel like you need to go out and get a can of paint to paint the barn, do that. I know, and I'm guessing that Joe might disagree with me, but for some of us, those simple errands once or twice a week are the interaction we need. Again, it's a balance. How you define? Don't go out and buy plush toys for your children or something like that. But if you need to fix something, or you need to go out and buy seeds to plant the garden that's going to make you be more optimistic about the future, give you something to do. I was totally unprepared for this. I was lucky. I went to Costco. I had to get hearing aid batteries. I decided that was essential. When I was there, I picked up 3 or 4 books. I read one in one day. If you do have to go out, plan your trips better so you don't have to go in and out and in and out and in and out. But get something to do. I've been looking for a puzzle. I would think there would be one around this house someplace, but there's not. I tried to order one from Repop, but they didn't have anything I like. My point is, if you are going out to do something that's maybe a little bit selfish, maybe that's a little bit too strong, but if you're doing something for yourself, for your mental health, go ahead and do it, but do it gracefully. Glove up, put some mask on, make sure you're being careful about that. Try to limit it as much as possible. But yeah, for some of us, there's an element of what they call it stir crazy, I believe. If you're getting to that point, do something. And again, I have said this more and more and more often. If any of my friends, and everybody on here is my friend, I appreciate you all greatly. If you need to talk to somebody, give me a call. Send me a message. Several of you have helped me seriously, strongly in the past, and I would love to return that favor. So, if you need some help, just a shoulder to cry on, or somebody to tell you a bad joke, I have a lot of bad jokes. I try to limit them to 1 or 2 a day on this show. So let's talk about I try to end this with do something good. And there was a segment on KTVB last night about takeout food. And I know that some of you are worried about whether or not takeout is still safe. I will tell you from somebody who has worked in a bar that restaurants and bars constantly worry about the infection. At the Blues Bouquet and at the Rose Room and everybody else I worked, one of the very first things we did is we got rags that were full of Clorox. Tough on your hands, but they were great, and we wiped down stuff everywhere. You often see that at food workers wear gloves. serving your food safely has been something that that workers in restaurants and bars have been doing forever. It's not something new to them. This is standard practice. So if you're ordering takeout, which is another great way to be grateful, another great way to enjoy life, order some. I understand that you can order a martini and have them deliver it. It almost makes me wish I still drank, because I think maybe we could do a little martini party, but maybe we'll just do that with a. I guess we are doing it that basically we're doing that here in the morning. So yes, indeed. Buying food, ordering food, and having it delivered is a great way to be grateful. So let's just do a quick review, folks. Man, I'm really having some difficulties here. There it is. Cool. Let's bring this up. So, as I said, for those of you who come in late, this is my friend Denise's arm. She is truly a practitioner of gratitude and grace. If you can, in fact, I know you can be more grateful in life. And it's really, really, really simple. All you do is find the good and share it. Write a thank you note. Send somebody a picture. Just be grateful. It's so much easier than being on the negative side. So everybody, my friend Michael, here. I'm going to put this one up for you and Miss Joe Freiberger. Michael Black Label Junko, or Miguel Black Label Junko. He wants a Joe Brown. Joe Brown had nothing to do with the 10-minute smoky martini other than capitalize it, by the way. So a Joe Brown 10-minute smoky martini. If you'd like to know more about that martini, send me a message. That is a very, very strong idea, my friend Michael. So I call these Heard Over Coffee. I send most of them to YouTube when I work these, so you can find any of the past ones on my Facebook. If you'd like to help me, I'm getting roughly 100. I would love to see some more people on this show, so share it. I believe somewhere down in your feed, probably over here, there's a chance for you to be notified when each one is on. I do these every single morning. I have committed to do this until we all get to join each other in a big coffee shop someplace. I do these every morning at 9:30 Mountain Daylight Time. I'm kind of getting the hang of it, guys. I don't believe that we had any technical glitches, and I'm going to get out of here before that happens. This is David Arday. I called it Heard Over Coffee every morning at 9:30 Mountain Time. I'm out. Thank you. I'm so grateful for all of you.